Station, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Houston, this is Station. I am ready for the event.
European Space Agency, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call station for a voice check. European Space Agency, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call station for a voice check.
Station, this is Isa Piero from ASI headquarters in Rome. How do you hear me?
And hello, Isa PAO. Hello, everybody at ASI headquarters. Welcome aboard. I have you loud and clear.
And hello, Isa PAO. Hello, everybody at ASI headquarters. Welcome aboard. I have you loud and clear.
Samantha, ti lascio ora la parola a Delfina Bertolotto.
To Cristina Bertolotto. Thank you.
Ciao, Samantha.
Hi, Samantha.
Sono Delfina Bertolotto.
I'm Cristina Bertolotto. I'm in the auditorium of the Italian Space Agency, and we're celebrating, as you know, the event of closing the national event 2014-2015 Italy Mission X. We have 260 students and 40 teachers coming from Rome schools, Montecongrati, Matera, Ercolano, and Bisceglie. We have a big participation of participants, students, who have been training according to the program for 2 months and would like to ask you some questions. But first of all, there's something definitely important that we have to talk about. Tell me if you heard this thing. All I got is a lot of warmth, affection, and enthusiasm, but I don't believe I understood the words. Happy birthday, Sam. I figured. Thank you. Thank you very much. Best wishes. Okay, so there's only one question I want to ask you. I will take just a little bit of time because I want the students to take more time. We have heard you last week talk about our Minister of Research, and you were giving counsel on how students from school age should follow beyond training as astronauts, to what they should do to realize their dreams, as you did, Samantha. Can you tell them also? Of course, Delfina. So first of all, hello everyone, and congratulations for completing Mission X. What I like to say when I talk about, or when I encounter young people like you, is that even since your age, you have to find opportunities to grow and become strong. So as you've been training your muscles with Mission X, it's important to find opportunities to train character and force of character. So a little bit to complicate your life and find challenges that maybe you're not sure that you have the strength to face, because only by facing these challenges is how you find that faith in yourself. But talking about Mission X, I want to tell you something more. Even when you have a lot of character and determination, sometimes it's not enough. So it helps if some things that are important to you and for your health, and it's important when things like that have become habits that you don't even have to think about. So I hope that with Mission X, you have started a path to acquire habits that are healthy for nutrition and health, so that growing up, these are things that are in your pocket. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to make any efforts. They're habits. And now you can concentrate on your grit and determination. You can use those things on more important things that can allow you to achieve your dreams. Thank you, Samantha. And now I will give the word to the first girl who is going to ask you a question.
Sono Viola.
Hi, I'm Viola. I come from Belly School, and this is the question we have made. Considering that you're in space now since over 4 months, and Earth you only see from a window, what do you miss the most from the blue planet? And are you able to stay on track with what's going on Earth?
Ciao Viola.
Hi Viola. We are hyper-connected up here, I have to say. We have internet access, even though it's a little limited. But they send us news and newscasts if we want to watch them. Usually the ones from the day before, so we're always a little bit late. And of course we can talk to our loved ones, families, via telephone or email. So let's say that we don't miss contact with what's going on Earth. Of course, you don't have the physical presence, the smells, the taste, and the immediate presence of your loved ones and your family. So these are the things that you miss a little bit. But I have to say, I love life up here, so I tend to not dwell so much on these things. I'm Giulia. I come from Giovanni Verga School of Rome, and here's the question. So we have studied that you astronauts, to stay healthy, you have to train regularly. How much physical exercise do you do per day, and what instruments do you use to train?
Ciao Giulia.
Hi Giulia. So, our activity program has 2.5 hours dedicated to sport, to physical activity, and they're divided in two kinds. One is resistive exercise, so that's what on Earth you do with weights. So here we're weightless, so of course working with weights would not work. So we have a machine called ARED, which allows you to do the same types of exercises that you would do in the gym, just without weights. And this is to maintain muscular tone, but also to give stimulus to our bones so that our body does not decide to lose bone mass while we're here without weight. And then we have a platform, a treadmill, somewhat of a bike, so without a seat. Even the treadmill, we have a harness with some belts that keep us attached to the treadmill so that we're able to run even without weight. Hi, I'm Giuseppe. I'm from Sant'Arcisio School, and this is the question we've made. I've read that each astronaut can bring with them up to 1.5 kilo of personal effects. What did you bring with you?
Ciao Giuseppe.
Hi Giuseppe. So I brought, for the most part, in this 1.5 kilo that you're talking about, it is what we can bring with us with the Soyuz. So it's what flies with us and comes back with us. So I put the most precious, beloved things with me. For the most part, it's small objects that friends and family have given to me that are objects of significance for them, so that I brought here to add even a little more significance that I will then return to them. And then I brought with me some few hundreds of little books that you can keep in the palm of your hand, which I've used to collect some poems and little excerpts that are of significance for me, and that somewhat give some meaning in the words of writers and poets. They give somewhat of a meaning of living in space, and those two will be gifts for when I come back.
Ciao Samantha.
Hi Samantha, I'm Emanuele from Matera, the European Capital of Culture for 2019 from Giovanni Pascoli Institute. In what moment did you feel that your passion for space started? Was there a teacher that motivated you in this direction?
Ciao Emanuele.
Hi Emanuele, and congratulations to Matera. So I've always dreamed since I was little to go to space, even before I understood how you go into space and what's an astronaut was in reality. So I used to watch sci-fi movies, and I was dreaming of exploring space and flying on a spaceship. But then growing up, I became more enamored with science and technologies and flight. So I became an engineer and then a military pilot. So all these things that put me on this path. So the world of astronauts is a world of technology, science, and flight. And it's also a very international, intercultural environment. So my other passion is languages. So it's a type of life that's very much made for me. And I'm very happy in it because all my passions converge in it. Hi, Samantha. I'm Matteo from the Comprehensive Institute Visconti of Rome, and this is the question that I wanted to ask you. So throughout your path to become an astronaut, did you find any obstacles? And when they seemed like they were unsurmountable, did you think about giving up? And if not, how did you find solutions to your problems?
Ciao, Matteo.
Hi, Matteo. It's an interesting question. I don't think I've ever had any obstacles that seemed unsurmountable, but also perhaps because mentally I've never accepted that an obstacle would be unsurmountable. There might be difficulties. It can require, facing an obstacle can require sacrifice and effort, but let's say that in my head, nothing was ever unsurmountable. So, and almost always, it's like that. I really believe, especially when you're very young like you, that you can face life and difficulties with faith in yourself, that a solution with effort and a little bit of effort you can find. So don't ever think about giving up, because this way you'll never achieve important objectives.
Ciao.
Hi.
Ciao Samantha, io sono
Hi, Samantha. I'm Giulia.
Vengo da
I come from Montecompatri. I would like to ask you a question.
Che dice cosa mangerai il giorno dopo?
What will you eat the day after you come back from space?
Ciao, Giulia.
Hi, Giulia. Well, so it's hard to predict what I will want, but I believe that I will eat a big salad, one of those big salads that you eat in the summer, full of fresh vegetables, hopefully some seeds and nuts, a little bit of mozzarella and tomatoes. So this is a little bit what I imagine that I will eat the day after I return.
Ciao, sono Francesca.
Hi, I'm Francesca from the Comprehensive Institute Minazzi of Matera. So here's a question. Here on Earth, we take everything for granted. We're used to having everything and everyone that we need right here. When you're far away from everything and everyone, do you feel that you're able to appreciate more the value of every single thing?
Ciao, Francesca.
Hi, Francesca. Well, so a little bit you understand that a lot of things and a lot of commodities that you have on Earth that you believe are essentially important, that you can't live without, then in the end, they're not so important after all. You adapt to living very easily and living in a more Spartan way with less amenities. So it's just a question of adapting and of being a little more flexible, and you live really with serenity, without a lot of things. So I say when you're here, it's like camping. You have to adapt, but it's kind of a luxury camping because you have a lot of things at your disposal. You know, we don't have running water, but we have a toilet. We have a great variety of foods and beverages. We have a little bit of room to sleep. So at the end, it's not such an uncomfortable life. You just have to adapt a little.
Ciao, sono Enrico dalla scuola media Monterisi di Piceglie e vorrei chiederle se a bordo della stazione spaziale.
Hi, I would like to ask you if on board of the International Space Station you got the flu like we did at school, and how you cured yourself. So the virus, can the virus spread in situations of microgravity. Hi, Enrico. The question is interesting. So the answer is no. We did not get the flu because the flu virus is not here on board. We're very careful every time that a new vehicle arrives. We're careful that people don't bring something like the flu or even another microbiological cargo. So we test the air, surfaces, and water. We continuously test to make sure that there's no contamination. But your question is interesting in another way. It's true that we've made experiments with pathogens, also viruses, and we've verified that in weightlessness they're much more virulent and aggressive. And this is it goes hand in hand with an immune depression. So our immune system of animals and human beings, it's compromised up here. So it's surely thinking about future missions and exploration. It's something that we need to study and go into in depth because we have stronger pathogens and a weaker immune system, which is not a very happy combination.
Ciao Samantha, sono Giada dell'Istituto.
Hi Samantha, I'm Giada from the Comprehensive Institute Al Samurante. I wanted to ask you if throughout all these months on board the space station you missed your family.
Ciao Giada.
Hi Giada. As I've talked about earlier, there are lots of possibilities to stay in contact. So perhaps what I didn't say earlier is that once a week they organize a video conference where we can see our family and our family can see us. And for 1 hour we can talk this way. So the opportunities to contact we have, and there are many. And in many ways you get used to allow these moments of communication to become very special and intense. Of course, you're missing the contact and physical presence and the possibility to hug and be close. So this, of course, a little bit we miss.
Ciao Samantha.
Hi Samantha. I'm Davide from the Comprehensive Institute Volterra di Riccia, and I would like to ask you about what you do during your rest periods.
Ciao Davide.
Hi Davide. So we don't have a lot of free time, especially during the week. I have to say the days are very full, and you get to evening and you eat, and perhaps you call the family, you write a couple of emails, and at least I'm tired, so I sleep like a stone afterwards. But you have a little more free time in the weekends, unless they're the weekends like we've had recently. But I like to take photographs, so we have this very beautiful view from Earth, from the cupola, and I've tried throughout the mission to take photos of places that struck me so that I can share it with people on Earth that have been following the mission. But of course, otherwise, we spend time together. Usually on weekends, we organize dinners where we, all 6 of us, dine together. This past weekend, of course, we celebrated my birthday. And I have to say, almost the entire crew has had birthday during the mission. So celebrating weekends is sort of a tradition that has been happening often.
Ciao Samantha.
Hi Samantha. This is Flavio from the Comprehensive Institute of Rome. I would like to know how you recycle the useful substances and how you get rid of waste. Hi Flavio. It's a very interesting question. We have a life support system here, which is a closed-loop system, meaning that we recycle all the waste products of human life, of course, except for solid waste. So urine is recycled and transformed into potable water, but even sweat and humidity that is injected into the cabin is recondensed into the air conditioning system, and then it's sent to a system that recycles it and transforms it into potable water. So the water recycling system is closed loop, except for some leaks that are happening, which that's why we replenish. But even breathing, the carbon dioxide that we breathe is removed from the cabin. Otherwise, this is very important. Otherwise, this would be toxic because we don't have plants up here. We have hardware that removes carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and even then, it's a completely closed system. So we have a Sabatier cycle that closes the cycle, and then I forgot to tell you, the oxygen is produced by electrolysis with water. Hi, Samantha. This is the end of this link. We thank you so much for being with us today. All the Mission X boys and girls wish you a happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you, Delfina. Thank you to all the boys and girls of Mission X, and a greeting from Paxi. Bye.